And welcome to the Redraft Show, episode 203, Week of the Bounce Back. I'm your host, Tomcat. This is my co-host, Biff. How you doing, buddy?
Doing good. Running through these injury updates.
We tried to launch the stream, and my computer randomly started making weird 90 sound bit when it's glitching out, and then all of a sudden it just got a blue screen with a sad face on it. It said, "We're sorry, we ran into problems." I took a picture of it from the tip. I'm like, I don't know what's going on, but we are back. We'll delete that other false stream, and week two, we are here.
Oh, yes. So excited.
Oh, I'm so excited. I did name it Week of the Bounce Back because I do believe a lot of these top names that everybody's worried about, they are going to come back. Last year this happened. I think it happened more this year, but it happened with bigger names, but it happened last year too.
Yeah, no, AJ Brown's definitely going to break out this week.
Yeah. And he's also going to disappear sometimes. And that just is what it is because that's the offense they have. They have so many weapons. That's like the Lions. I love J-Mo, but he's not going to be good every week. So.
Oh.
Okay, I hope I can reverse that into existence. I'm pretty excited about a lot of these games on the slate. We got some good matchups where I can see a lot of fantasy points, but you know what that means? Sometimes that means that we are not going to get them. So let's hope I'm wrong.
Yeah, right.
But
there we go. Boom. Got the person I want to have.
Nice. I saw you were already in the DraftKings before I even had that going.
Well, no, because it's automatic, so it sends it to me on Wednesday.
Oh, it sends it to everybody, but not everybody signs up on, right away.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
That guy, because I'll forget.
That is fair.
My Sundays have become busy all of a sudden, so.
I know you have football and to be fair, and I agree with you with this, but it was your idea to do the Sunday morning podcast. So
It was. I like it, though.
I'm with it, though. I'm with it.
Me too. Definitely.
I'm pretty excited about a couple of these key matchups. But first, we should talk about some injuries. Everybody is worried about Brock Purdy. Now, why are they worried about Brock Purdy? Not as much because they want to start him as people are, but it's not. It's mostly because of his weapons. It's like what, it's like that random beach towel in the background. Yeah, and I have a couple concerns myself, but people want to talk about Brian Thomas Jr. Now, I said to everybody in the offseason that there are going to be games that you're frustrated with Brian Thomas Jr. and that I was worried about him as my wide receiver one because sometimes he's going to get a bunch of targets and a bunch of them are going to be uncatchable. He went 1 for 7 last week. Now, I'm not saying that's his fault, but this is the world we live in where I said that this could happen and everybody looked at me like I had 10 heads. Now, I also said that Mac Jones was the reason that Brian Thomas Jr. looked so good. Now Mac Jones is looking like he's in position to start. So people are worried about Ricky Pearsall and worried about Christian McCaffrey. Well, not worried about Christian McCaffrey as much on the ground, but you know what I mean? They don't know if he's going to get the volume he normally gets. I think they're going to be fine.
Yeah, well, definitely Brian Thomas because, Hunter, he was playing on offense a lot last week. Mm-hmm. This week, he's going to play more defense because of that Cincinnati wide receiver core.
In the cat battle.
So, Liam Cohen said that he was going to play a lot more defense than he did last week.
That's fair.
And so, yes, I'm with you on the Brian Thomas. But on the Brock Purdy, week 3 is not looking good for him. He's probably going to be out quite a bit.
Yeah. That's what I'm trying to get at is people need to settle in that Mac Jones is going to be able to sustain these weapons. Ricky Pearsall is going to be okay. If Kittle was there, he would have been okay.
Yeah, so it's going to be pretty much, I'm guessing it's going to be CMC. Juwan Jennings is going to play today. Only he was highly questionable.
Can we talk about the narrative that we are going to get to see? People forget that Shanahan allegedly wanted Mac Jones and they traded up and got Trey Lance.
Yeah.
If that is true, we get to see today what he can do with the quarterback that he wanted. Now, granted, it's not the fresh slate that he wanted. He wanted the fresh out of college Mac Jones, but
yeah,
he got the one that made Brian Thomas Jr. a end of the first, beginning of the second round pick. So,
and well, while we're on the Niners,
one of them is going to get hurt today.
No, Trent Brown is going to test. Trent Williams is going to test his injury.
Yeah,
it's going to be Spencer Buford would replace him at left tackle. So I've never heard of Spencer Buford. So that's not very good for Mac, not having a left tackle.
True, but maybe he'll surprise us.
Well, he said he will try it in pregame warmups, but if he can't go, it's going to be Buford.
All right, well, be prepared for that, but also be prepared for a lot of checkdowns for Christian McCaffrey.
Mm-hmm.
Where he just needs to get the ball out like really fast. It needs to get him to do what he can do with it. Sorry, I'm trying to fix my mic.
There is some very interesting matchups today, though.
Check, 1, 2.
You heard. I mean, if you have kickers in your league, there's Young Ho Koo is getting benched this week for some unknown reason.
Really? Wow.
Yeah. Elevating kicker Parker Romo for Sunday night's game versus Minnesota.
I know he missed a field goal he should have hit, but I feel like they're just punishing him because they're mad at him instead of being like, hey, this is the better kicker. Like, it sucks he did this, but like they're just like almost like trying to punch him like he's a little kid. Like, yeah. You're gonna sit.
I think Godwin started practicing this week, but he's not going to play.
Yeah.
And Tristan Wirfs is also out again. So
I feel bad for any of the leagues that don't put like doubtful and out on IR, and you have to just like.
I know, dude. There's so many of them, though.
I know, and it's a flawed league, and the flawed mindset that should be flogged. No, but I don't agree with it. Everybody, I believe everybody should play the league type that they want to play. If they're happy, if everybody in the league's happy, then whatever. But there are certain types that I roll my eyes and I look the other way and I say, wow, I think you're doing it wrong. It just is what it is.
I ran into something this morning with what we were talking about. It's on some topic. So there's best ball league that Ziploc Baggins runs. And you know how I put all the best ball leagues, I open waivers for the off season?
Yeah.
I really think that should be done for all best ball leagues.
You either have to do that or you have to put the remaining
everybody
in the draft. It's one or the other. Yeah. And maybe even make the draft a little bit longer if you need to. But I agree with that.
I had retired guys that aren't on teams.
And then there's people on the waivers probably that are like actually usable.
Yeah, Daniel Jones. There's beyond like so many guys that are usable on waivers, like guys you'd be starting every week.
Oh my God.
So, but he's not opening them. So that's done with. But I asked him like weeks ago and he finally got back to me today. So
no, it happens. I've been in that situation before where
I got like a best ball roster with like 10 fucking empty spots on it.
You know what's really funny? You said the F word exactly as it turned 10 minutes. And that's I don't awesome. Know if that matters or not, but I just think it's hilarious, the timing. Almost like you were trying, like you weren't trying to, but it just happened to happen. I do think you get yourself in that situation sometimes where you're in a league and you like the people you're in with it, but you just don't like some of the settings and there's nothing you can do about it because you're like outvoted or like the commission just won't budge. Like some commissions will at least put stuff to votes and some are like, nope, this is my league. This is the way the settings are and this is the way it's going to be. I'm usually pretty open to polls unless it's like, if we're in a tight end premium league, don't tell me we should vote to take the tight end premium off. Like, dude, the whole point of this is that we're doing it different.
We drafted for the tight end premium, so
yes. Or you'll draft a league and there'll be some guy who drafted too many quarterbacks and he'll be like, we should make this a super flex. I'm like, yeah, because you grabbed two quarterbacks in the first 7 rounds. Yeah, because you wasted a pick. It's not our fault you don't have. Now you're looking at your team and you're like, I don't have depth, but it'd be really cool if I could play Lamar and Jaden Daniels at the same time. It's like, yeah, you probably shouldn't have taken them both. I needed a backup. Yeah, for 1 week or an injury. The way people think about backups is crazy to me. Like, don't get me wrong. I have a money league that I grabbed Brock Purdy, and nobody wanted Jordan Love, and he went to the second to last round, and I grabbed Jordan Love, and now I'm really happy because I still got Jordan Love. That's different. But when you're like taking Josh Allen or Jaden Daniels super early, and then like in the 7th round, you're taking like somebody else that's like Justin Herbert or something. It's like, why do you have both of them? Like, you don't. Oh, I might need a backup. Yeah, but do you though? Like, backup later on. Don't get me wrong. Get a backup. I'm not saying don't get a backup. I'm talking about the people who spend like a 2nd round on Josh Allen and a 5th round on Joe Burrow. And it's like, why did you do that? 2 of your first 5 picks are a quarterback and a 1 QB.
Yeah.
Like in redraft, people do this.
Yep. It's not worth it. Not worth it.
I totally get you grab Mahomes. You don't know how he's going to be, and then you see Justin Fields in the 11th round. You're like, oh hell yeah, let me grab that. Totally get it. But like a 2 and a 5 or a 2 and a 4, or like, oh, I grabbed Justin Hurts and Jaden Daniels. Why?
So there's some other big news today that's happening that we haven't hit yet.
Oh, it happened today?
Quinshon Judkins is going to make his NFL debut today.
Oh, shout out to Giants fan who we're in a money league on on the podcast, and he accidentally autoed into Judkins in like the 8th round or something, like 8th or 9th round. And now it's looking like it could be a steal if he pulls ahead, especially with how that backfield's been looking. Because Dylan Sampson, don't get me wrong, he caught a lot of passes, but like people are acting like he was like, that makes him a starting running back. That makes him a receiving 3rd down back, which is perfect for fantasy. But like Judkins is going to be the number 1.
Yeah, and it's perfect for Judkins because he had Henderson in college, and now he's going to have Sampson in the pros. So, ta-da!
If Sampson continues to be really good, we have to get the soundbite from Half Baked. I want to talk to Sampson. Fly me to the moon. Dude, yeah. If he has even one more good week, we're getting that soundbite for sure.
We're
getting that drop
for sure.
But I'm happy about Judkins. I'm thinking of so many leagues, including some of these that we drafted on air in the Dynasty portion of this podcast, where I remember getting Judkins way late, like the late 2nd or something like that. Nobody wanted him. I was like, I'll take a shot on him.
Good call.
Oh yeah, hey, I just saw.
I got him at the 210 in my home league rookie draft.
He corrected it. It meant to say hate, but I'm just gonna put this up here. So Smirk, brought this up. He hates what I was talking about with the double QB, or when they draft all the rookies and then they leave after the season, like when in a startup dynasty.
Yeah, that's I think we're due for another grind my gears episode.
Yeah, we really are. Well, the whole reason I am against, like, people want to be like, oh, this and that and that. I do like it. There's multiple reasons I like it separated, but when it comes to, we'll just talk about Dynasty super quick. When it comes to a startup, I've been very, very, very adamant about the fact that I like them separated because I don't like exactly what Smirky is saying. Some guy will draft all rookies. One of them will be good. The rest of them will be crap. They'll realize their team sucks and they'll leave the next season. And you have this hot potato orphan that nobody wants, and it gets a new owner every year. And every year, the owner either does nothing to improve it, or he tries too much, keeps making it worse. And it's just, next thing you know, sooner or later, you have to restart the league because you have the team, like 1 or 2 teams that like are so bad nobody wants them.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So I just had to, even though, I know most on redraft right now, but that is a very, very good point. People will draft all the rookies and then leave. Or I've seen that in redraft. I've seen people grab all the rookies. It doesn't work out. And then they like if it, especially when I played more free. Obviously, it happens a little less in money, but I've seen people straight up like leave a league because they're like, "Oh, I grabbed too many dart throws and none of the darts hit on the dartboard."
Bye. Yeah. So I mean, if you don't know by now, Austin Eckler has a torn Achilles.
Yeah, that makes me sad for Austin Eckler. Obviously, my Bill shares, it makes me happy. But I did grab a
Not
lot.
really. It doesn't make me happy. You know why?
No,
because he went down in that game, and they didn't put Bill in. You know who they put in? Jeremy McNichols.
Yeah, but that's because Jeremy McNichols is the backup to Eckler, and they have different roles. When a player goes down, a lot of times they don't put a guy direct.
He got 1.7 points, dude.
You don't want. Why would you want to risk him though? You're already losing the game. You're already gonna lose. Eckler went down. Save Bill. I'm telling you. I know what you're saying. I thought of that at first, but statistically, when a guy goes down, they don't put the direct backup in always, because especially if they're down. There's a stat that if they're down, they put like the third backup or fourth backup in because they don't want to risk losing another guy in the same game. So let's I know what you're saying, but let's have hope. Bill is probably going to be the starter. Now, what should scare everybody is that running room is so terrible, and they got rid of Brian Robinson now. Yeah. So there's a chance they trade for somebody or sign somebody. That's what people should worry about for Bill. If they sign some guy who isn't even good, but he takes carries away, like I know Leonard Fournette's probably done, but like, that type where he just comes in, does nothing with the carries he takes, but takes enough from Bill where it makes you frustrated. I can't think of any running backs that would be on the trading block. There's no team. It's too early in the season for a team to be bad that wants to get rid of their running backs.
Yeah, they probably just bring in a old guy that's not on a roster. Just to add a body.
Yeah, I just can't think of anybody that's actually relevant. Dalvin Cook would, you know what I mean? Like the corpse of Dalvin Cook comes back or something.
Let me look and see what we got for free agent running backs.
Melvin Gordon. I mean, it's rough, dude. There's not like high profile ones that are like, oh, I can't believe this guy's not here anymore. It's like, no, all Zeke. The free agents are like, oh no, I get why he's a free agent.
Did Zeke actually retire or
Zeke? No, there's another one. No, you're naming all the ones. I think Fournette, Zeke, Dalvin Cook, they all are just sitting there wishing and waiting that somebody goes down on a good team that they could just go in and slide in on, even if they're the backup. They want to get in on a Super Bowl ring team and get paid like $1 million or $2 million to be terrible. Okay. To be terrible compared to the elite level that they have to be to compete in the NFL. They are still very elite humans that would toast most humans. We need to really specify that. If Dalvin Cook was to show up at the park and play with people, it'd be like, wow, why is Derrick Henry here? Like, you know what I mean? He'd still be mowing people over and being like really good. So like, yes, for NFL standards, we can say that they're toast. They're not actually toast in real life. They would still mess us up. Todd Gurley, arthritic knees and all, could probably show up to the local barbecue and still put up 7 touchdowns. You know, we do have to specify that.
Oh,
but you seeing some ones you like?
Gus Edwards.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
No, not really.
Gus Edwards, Melvin Gordon, Akers. Leonard Fournette, Dalvin Cook, Ezekiel Elliott. I mean, there's a graveyard. Say who you want to. You know what I mean? Like, I'm pretty sure there's still guys out there like Deonta Foreman. You know what I mean?
It is.
He might actually be on a team. He might be on a team or practice squad, actually, now that I think about it. Who knows?
But yeah, no. Like, nothing. Nothing out there.
That's what I'm saying. So, like, more likely, they're going to trade for somebody. But I don't know who is trading people. I mean, Tank Bigsby was...
Yeah, Foreman's out there. Gus Edwards. Chase Edmonds. Chris Evans.
Yeah, but Chase Edmonds does, like...
Josh Kelly.
Doesn't Chase Edmonds do, like, broadcasting now?
I have no idea.
I think he does. Yeah. I mean, he might be one of those guys that would like be like, oh, I got to go back out. Because I know like RG3 always jokes around saying if a team needed him, he would go. And it's like, yeah, I think you're settled in, but I mean, I wouldn't risk that. Like, what if you leave to go be mediocre on a team for 3 games, and all of a sudden you go back and your job is not there anymore? Like, you're set, dude. You're already skating on thin ice with some of the stuff you say.
What else happened that we haven't gone over yet? Jake Moody got benched. So
got benched?
He's not the kicker anymore.
I thought he got waived.
Yeah, he's on the practice squad. He got back to the
I was gonna say he got waived and then signed to the practice squad, right?
Yeah.
They're like, yo, we don't want you, but we will keep you around for familiarity just in case we need you. But like, we are gonna go other ways. Calm down. Don't be so moody about it.
And Worthy showed up at practice this week too.
Yeah, he's gonna play with a brace if he plays. Like whenever he plays, he's gonna have a brace.
He's ruled out now. He's not playing this week.
Yeah, I mean it makes sense. I mean,
hey, either. That's crazy.
Don't get Taylor to be so excited for you to come to the Chiefs.
I'm just glad he didn't tear anything. That's good.
Kelsey's not.
Tyreek Hill probably not getting traded. Well, they say that, so he's probably gonna get traded.
How mad would you be if he got traded back to the Chiefs?
I wouldn't be mad at all. I still have a lot of Tyreek still, so I can't be mad. It's him going to a better situation.
I wasn't thinking about it in Dynasty aspect because we're doing the redraft show right now. I was literally thinking of it in like real life football, like him getting to have like a happy life and go back to Kansas City and catch passes when he's such a like piece of crap.
Yeah,
don't get me wrong, I have him in fantasy, so like I do want him to do better, but like there is that human element where it's like, man, how many things can you get accused of before I can't defend you anymore? Where I'm like, clearly you're just not a nice guy,
a piece of shit. Yeah,
yeah, dude.
What else is going on?
I will say my correlation
is expected to play.
My correlation in winning championships goes like this. Well, I guess it would be like this for you guys. And then my correlation of taking players like here. Okay, so over here is when I used to not take bad people. And then this is when I started taking bad people. So you'll notice that they like match up. Like I started like I used to not draft people like Tyreek Hill and be like all moral about it and be like, oh yeah, you know what? I don't like what he did outside, blah, blah, blah. And then I got to the point where I was like, all right, I have to separate the art from the artist. And I started drafting Tyreek Hill the year he was supposed to be suspended, but then he wasn't. And I got him in the 4th, 5th, 6th, and 7th round in a bunch of dynasties. So unfortunately, now I just own a ton of Tyreek Hill because I bought the dip.
Yeah. Oh. I have a crap load of them still.
Yep.
And it's like I'm just not. It's not worth trading him. I don't think.
I grabbed a couple.
You're gonna get.
Yeah, you're not. He's like his ceiling is like Julio Jones. I know he has like Tyreek is different because he's faster and Julio Jones caught more passes. But like what I'm trying to say is Julio Jones is one of those guys that you rarely got a good trade for. Either people wanted to give you absolute garbage for him, or you had to just let him rot on your team. So for me, I traded very, very, very little Julio Jones at the end. Most of my Julio Jones was he just stayed on my team. He was my first ever fantasy pick too, so I'm a little biased. But every share of Julio Jones I just had sitting on my bench until he finally said he retired because I just couldn't trade him for anything. I was like, nah, dude, I'm not giving you Julio Jones for a 3rd round pick and then all of a sudden he magically is good somewhere else. I was worried he was going to Randy Moss. Remember how Randy Moss like was petering off and then he went to New England and it was like, yeah.
All right, I got a lineup question for you.
Wait, hold on, really quick.
Because
look what Smirky said. At what point would it become Spider-Man pointing at Spider-Man if he went back to the Chiefs? It would be him and Tyreek staring at each other. Not Tyreek, Kareem. It'd be him and Kareem. One got traded away, and he's a problem, and one got cut and then brought back, and he was a problem. And they both like end up back there.
All right, this is a 10-team
That's awesome.
redraft league. I got a heavy start sit question.
Okay.
Do I start? Well, I got 2 questions for this team. Do I start Tyler Warren over Tet McMillan or T. Higgins?
No. That's a ridiculous question. Next.
Ravens or Niners?
For defense?
Yeah.
Aren't the Ravens facing like somebody really
Cleveland.
bad?
Cleveland.
Aren't the Ravens facing somebody like really bad? I'm just joking. No, no, I hear what you said.
The Niners are playing New Orleans.
Do they have Nick Bosa? Yes. Do they have Fred Warner? Yes. Do they have?
I don't know if they don't have it. I think their whole defense is intact.
Against the Saints? Against the Rattlesnake?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Listen, if he burns you, if he bites you, and you get snake bitten by the rattlesnake, then it is what it is. But this is one of those situations, in my opinion, where you just let it ride because there's a chance he throws 2 picks and has a fumble.
And there's a chance Cleveland actually puts points on the board.
Yes. They're like, even if Baltimore has like some turnovers, Joe Flacco might also throw up 300, 400 yards and 3 touchdowns. Or Quinshon Judkins might be like, I don't think he's going to come out and just be amazing game 1, but like, let's also not pretend it's not possible. Jerome Ford looked, not last week he looked bad, but last year he looked good with volume.
Bum bum. Piff Cat. I'm
Next
playing
year in
Giants
redraft,
fan and Piff Cat.
In redraft, I really am going double running back in pretty much every league. I'm so sick of this mediocre depth at running back. A couple of years ago, we got blessed with a lot of like round 3 to round 6 gems that broke out, and it didn't happen again this year. And everybody in those rounds sucks. And now I have to wait around until one of these injuries happens or back up or a guy emerges or, it's just crap. Anyone that I like thought I was being cute, like scooping up all these like all this depth at wide receiver, or if it was a 3 wide receiver league and I'm like, I need wide receivers. And then my RB3 ended up being Eckler.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You know what I also regret? How many times I was on the clock. It's only been one week. How many times I've been on the clock in redraft, and I sat there and looked at Travis Etienne in the 6th, 7th, 8th round, and still couldn't pull the trigger, even though it was that late.
Oh man, and that was all narrative too. There was nothing saying that he wasn't gonna play and be like the number 1 guy.
Nope, nothing at all.
I did not bite on that, and I have more Travis Etienne than I've ever had.
You know what it was? I didn't want to have fatigue because in redraft, I didn't touch him too much because I own so much of him in Dynasty. Like a crazy amount because I drafted him as a rookie. And then when he broke out, I drafted him again in startups. So I just happen to have a lot of Travis Etienne. So like it's to the point where sometimes you don't mean for it to happen, but you'll not take care. I want to say characters. They'll not take players in a redraft because you have so much of them in Dynasty that you're like, man. And I have them in money dynasties too. So I'm just like, oh, how much money do I really want to put on Travis Etienne? So.
Oh, man. I love my chop team.
I loved it before Kittle and Purdy went down. And then I also missed. It's on me. It's my fault. But I just am so used to every league having 12 o'clock waivers that I didn't. I thought I could just do it in the morning. And then every good player was taken already. So I'm like, oh, cool. Now I went from being one of the teams that should have went very, very far into probably chop this week. So don't be surprised if you see your boy going in leagues being like, hey, random week 3 starting up league. Hey, this league's starting up in week 3 because I don't have enough of these chop leagues.
Ugh, so gross. Geno Smith or Caleb Williams.
Geno Smith. Do you want to know something cool about Geno Smith? If Josh Allen didn't have that crazy game, Geno Smith was the top yardage passer.
It feels so gross, but I'm going to do it.
Why does it feel gross? Oh, because Bowers might not play?
He's playing. I told you that already.
I didn't hear you. I didn't hear it. Sorry.
Yeah. He's
bad.
expected to play.
What's up, Nick?
He practiced at the end of the week, and he's going to play.
That's good. That's good. I know everybody was scooping up Michael Mayer just in case.
But yeah, this team is sick. Can I tell you this team? This is my home league, redraft league.
Yeah, sure.
Geno, Taylor, Kyron, Jefferson, CD. I had Kittle, but now I have
Wait,
Juwan
that's
Johnson.
A redraft league?
Yeah.
Wait. Say your team again? Is this a 6-team league?
It's Superflex.
Oh, so people let a bunch of really good guys fall because they.
Yeah, I had the turn, so my first 4 rounds were 2 running backs and 2 wide receivers. It was Jefferson, Lamb.
When you said Superflex, it checks out because people will go double quarterback and they'll push down like round 1 wide receivers to like the 3rd round. It happens, dude.
So I had Kittle, it's Juwan Johnson and Harold Fannin. So I'm starting Johnson because
I would start John. I love Fannin, but I'm still starting Johnson over him.
And Tet, ETN, Fields, Dart, Chubb, Mason, Odunze, Keon Coleman, Butte, Fannin.
Hell yeah.
I'm going to rock that league.
Shout out to anybody who called Fannin.
You did. And I was so like, I don't know.
It happens.
Maybe.
It happens. I've been about people you liked, and then I was like, I was so wrong.
It's just the profile, because he was like one of those slash guys. Like he could play tight end, he could play fullback, he could play like a slot, so you never knew how he was going to fit into the offense.
Yeah.
That already had Njoku in it, Judy, Tillman. And he's obviously fitting in pretty well. So
I was gonna say, and does it have those guys? Yes, but I want to bring something up really, really quick.
Flacco is one of the most targeting one guy quarterbacks in the league.
Yep. He's like, who is open, who is making plays, who is actually like beating their guy. Oh, this DB over here isn't that good. Okay, well then I'm gonna go over there. Yeah, he's like a professional quarterback. I know they're all technically professionals, but well,
he's like probably the last of the old school quarterback, like the ones who thrive on reading defenses.
Yep. Let's also not forget, dynasty wise, can also affect redraft. And Njoku is his last year on his contract. So unless we hear something about him re-signing something, they are going to use Fannin a lot, even if they have Njoku. Yes, they're going to try to use up Njoku because it's his last year on the contract if they don't extend him, which they might extend him. Let's not pretend they don't. There is a world they coexist together. There's also a world where Njoku doesn't stay on the Browns because now they have Fannin, and then they keep Fannin because Fannin, it's not like Fannin can't block and Njoku can, and he's going to stay. No, Njoku doesn't really block much. He blocks, but he's not like nobody's like talking about how good of a blocker and
good of a blocker is. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like he's there for his
more of like an athletic freak.
Yeah.
Coming up. He wasn't like the overall, like a real tight end either,
And it's almost like they need a new name for the position because there are 2 different types of tight ends. And I know people are like, oh yeah, obviously there's always been receiving tight ends and then blocking tight ends. Yes, but there's such a differential because some of these tight ends who can catch cannot block. They are bad at it. It's not that they're bad at it. So it's, look at Evan Ingram. Are you throwing Evan Ingram out there and being like, you need to go block this guy?
No, definitely not.
Yeah. Whereas Kittle, you're like, oh, you could probably catch 11 balls this game, but instead you're going to catch 4 and we're going to have you block a bunch. Because he just does everything.
Like Gronk could do that. Gronk was a great blocker.
I was just about to bring up Gronk. So your biased Patriot ass didn't have to. But But Gronk is probably the greatest tight end of all time. His prime was cut short because of injuries. If there was a shot you could take every week where it's like you're never injured, I think Gronk his stats would have been disgusting. It would have been not fair. He was the first, like, hey, it's okay to take a tight end at the end of the first round. Like before tight end premium or anything. He was like, oh, your first round picks Gronk at the 112. Okay, that makes sense.
Oof. The nose is trickling in slow. We don't have any yet.
It's okay. We need to talk about the fact that the people who took Terry, if you got a discount on him, be patient. You already got him later than you should have. If he was practicing all off season, if he had gotten the same contract in the off season or at the beginning of the off season, he would have gone in the second or third round, the late second, early third. You got him in like the late third, early fourth, sometimes fifth round because he didn't go to training camp. And that comes with the dividend of, okay, he's going to start slow. Now, also, we have to give credit where credit is due. The Packers defense is legit. They are not full-time using Parsons yet, and they're looking this good. They made the Lions look mediocre, and now they made the Commanders look mediocre. Those are two good teams. Is it that you need to blame these two teams? Oh, my God, they lost Ben Johnson on the Lions. Oh, my God, Jaden Daniels must be a fraud. Oh, a bunch of memes of him in a C.J. Stroud jersey. No, dude. The Packers defense is that good, and they are a Super Bowl contender, and you guys need to realize that, and you guys need to respect that. They can't keep getting away with this, but it's the truth. They found a franchise quarterback immediately after 3 times in a row. They went in a direct lineage line of franchise quarterbacks. It's not fair, but life isn't fair. It happened. We have to deal with it. Do not, if you have somebody selling Commanders or Lions super cheap because they're so worried about that, I'm going to follow the Packers all year and just try to trade for whoever they made look bad.
Yeah.
Before it's too late. Before people realize the trend that maybe the Packers are just this good.
They really look good. So,
they lost Reed and lost no steps. All they're going to do is Golden might actually become something now.
Or Tucker Kraft's just the guy.
Yeah, Tucker Kraft and who was that other guy that I feel like somebody was talking about Romeo Dobbs saying he should be picked up. It's crazy.
Wicks did good too.
He actually caught balls.
Yep. So, I mean, and it looks like Watson could be coming back soon too. So
yeah, but until I actually see that, I'm not touching Watson. I have him in so many dynasties because I grabbed him end of the first, beginning of the second, and dynasties thinking he was going to be something, and he's nothing but be injured. And he has a couple flashes. You finally put him in after he just got 27 on your bench, and then all of a sudden he gets 0 points. But you're right. I'm not trying to. I didn't mean.
But that's. I think that's how it's going to be with any of them wide receivers. You know?
I'm glad you said receivers and not pass catchers because we can agree. Kraft Mac is.
Yeah, Kraft Mac and Cheese is the tight end over there. Like,
dude,
there was no such thing.
We gotta call him Kraft Cheddar. Kraft Cheddar.
Mustard Mac and Cheese. Musgrave.
Dude, he's on the Packers. They're the cheeseheads. We have to just call him Kraft Cheddar or something.
Kraft shells. Kraft cheddar shells.
What nationality is Kraft?
Dude, I'm so disgusted. I'm so disgusted. I had him benched for Juwan Johnson. Oh,
I had him benched for Travis Kelce. So it is what it is. But now I think I would play Kelce in the tight end slot and Tucker Kraft. We do tight end premium and tight end Tucker Kraft in the flex because it would have been over Waddle. But I just didn't think about it. And then all of a sudden he played and he did that well. And I was like, now I'm kind of leaning towards sorry, Waddle. But if you don't show me something this week, you're getting benched for Tucker Kraft in the slot. I'm still going to use Kelce because with Worthy out, I think there's a good chance he's going to get more than 4 targets this week. I know the touchdown saved it, but I'm still going to ride with him for another week or so.
Yeah, no, definitely. I mean, there really is no. I mean, Hollywood.
Yeah,
he seemed to be the favorite after Worthy went down. So
Kraft is German, so we have to get a German cheese.
I wonder if he's cousins with Bob.
All right.
Bobby.
Quark. Harzer. Okay, we need Kraft. Oh, and okay, never mind. Not too many to look. I was like, there's probably some key German cheeses, and all of a sudden there's a list of like 200 different German cheeses. I'm like, oh no, this is not turning into the cheese show. Oh, that's so funny.
Munster Kraft cheese.
Munster Kraft? Kraft Munster?
Munster Kraft. Kraft Munster. Kraft Munster.
Kraft Munster. He's the Kraft Munster? Oh, because it sounds like monster, but it's cheese? Oh my God, that's it. We did it. We did it. The Kraft Monster. That's hilarious. You just do like a Cookie Monster in a Green Bay outfit, but he's yellow and he's just eating cheese instead of. Num 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 num. It was num num nums because the cookies he'd be like.
Nom, 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 nom. That's great.
It's too funny. All right, so the Kraft Monster is definitely a. I mean. There are leagues I could have grabbed him and I didn't need him, and now I wish I did. Like ones where I had like my tight end was Kittle, and I picked up Pitts in late as a what if. So then I was like, I don't need to grab Kraft, and then now I'm like, damn, I would have run multiple tight ends.
Ooh, I know. Can I share this? I want to share this screen.
Okay. Ooh,
see who that guy
Brandon
is?
Ayuk. Okay.
I mean, that's something that they could really use right about now.
I agree. And like, I have him in a ton. I have him in a billion dynasties. But I do have but he is the guy that I have in a lot of redrafts where he was going in the double-digit rounds. Nobody wanted him, and I just grabbed him for a stash, partially because I wanted him, and partially because I was IR hunting in the draft at the end, so I could grab guys after the draft. But I will say I would have had him in a lot more if my cousin didn't take him in almost every league. I mean, geez, if he comes back and he's the league winner, then my cousin's gonna win like 8 leagues. Sorry, what were you saying?
I think I have him somewhere.
In one of the redraft Giants fan has him in so many
gods,
leagues.
maybe
like a crazy amount of leagues. No. So if he comes back and he's a league winner,
the redraft show?
Like last year where I was in like 6 Super Bowls versus my cousin. Literally, I was in so many. Including
I have Ayuk
league.
in the redraft league.
Oh, there you go.
Him and Coker on my IR.
I have a signed Ayuk jersey I won in a league. Fantasy football guy before he blocked me for saying the year that the Chiefs beat the Eagles in Super Bowl, he blocked me because I said that I didn't think the Eagles would beat the Chiefs because the refs would make bad calls. He blocked me over that. That was insane, dude. And like, it is what it is.
He just gives you a bad name for bald guys. Really, I'm not okay with that. That's wrong.
Yeah,
blocking.
And
people
the funniest part is, you guys want to know the funniest part? He made a really lopsided, bad, borderline unfair trade for Debo the year that Debo was wide receiver 2. I had Ayuk on my team, and I grabbed Trey Lance off the waivers. Everybody knows I'm a Trey Lance hater. I used Trey Lance in the championship against him. Trey Lance had one of his very few good games, and I won the championship because of Trey Lance against the guy who loved Trey Lance. I hated Trey Lance, and I won the Ayuk jersey. So I was pretty happy about that. And then the next year, I was just literally just banter, busting balls, and saying that I thought the Eagles were going to lose, that the Chiefs would get a bunch of favorable calls. And There's a couple people who've like blocked me for like voicing different opinions as them, and I'll like just debate, thinking that we're debating, and then all of a sudden they'll like turn it into like a I need to stop because all their followers they'll literally DM me and be like, oh, my followers are gonna see you on all my posts disagreeing with me. I'm like, I'm just thought that the whole point of posting content is that like people are going to agree, people are going to disagree. Like the more engagement you have, the better it is for your page. So if me and you are disagreeing and we're debating, you're getting engagement. I don't understand why you think you just want an army of sycophants that are just like licking your ass and like talking about how great you are. Like, no, dude, you need some clarity. The dude, I mean,
it's not.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, I
dude,
hate that. As a matter of fact, it doesn't make me feel like I'm doing my job if you agree with me, everything I'm doing.
Yeah, dude. I got hated on because I said that Trey Lance, his rookie year, taking Trey Lance in the 5th, 6th, or 7th round would ruin your draft. I said it would literally tank your year, and you might as well not even throw money in that league. I said that, and then the guy I'm talking about that I'm not even going to say his name. It's not fantasy football guy. It's a different guy. Bald guy was just, I said something about his stupid Eagles. He got upset. His Eagles have won since then. No big deal. I have no ill will toward that guy. He blocked me. It is what it is. But this other guy that I'm not going to say who it is, which you know who it is.
I already know who you're talking about. You said I'm not going to mention him.
Dude, he got mad at me for anytime he made a bad call. I would like comment and be like, hey, like, be careful about this, guys. I would literally just say stuff like, hey, if you want to take a risk on this, cool, but don't do it in every league because you're going to waste all your money and you're going to be sad at the end of the year and be like, maybe even not want to play fantasy anymore. And he got mad at me and like DM me and was like, you got to stop disagreeing with me on every single post. I'm like, dude, you're telling people to take Trey Lance in the 5th round. In his rookie year, he's never played before. What are you talking about? And it ended up not working out. There's like a couple different examples. The same guy said to take N'Keal Harry in the 4th or 5th round, and said, hey, take this guy a round or two early because he's going to be he's going to crush so much it's not even going to matter. Like, why would you tell people to draft somebody early? If somebody's ADP is somewhere and you think they're going to make something of themselves, take advantage of it. Why are you telling people to go out of their way to ruin their draft? Like, you're trying to get it's hot takes. You're trying to get people to like your page. Like, I don't want to have boring content where we're just saying the safe stuff, but I also am not going to say dumb shit just to try to get views. So sorry, my rant. It's over.
Boom, boom, boom.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't even a rant. I just had to vent that and get it off my chest. I love hot takes. I made a hot take with Fannin. I made a hot take with a couple different guys, and sometimes it works out, sometimes it doesn't. But I'm Daniel Jones. I said very early in the offseason, I didn't think he was going to make a historical game where he scored on every possession, but I did say Anthony Richardson is not good. He's very athletic. He barely played in college. How many times are we going to draft these guys who have no experience and didn't do anything, but because they can run the ball and throw it far, we were like, you know what, dude? When nobody's covering him, though, and nobody's trying to rush him, he could throw it like really far. It's like, cool. But his reaction when people run at him is to run away. So he's not standing in the pocket and throwing it. All right. You're good.
I still have no news, which is not very good.
No, it's okay. Well, let's see.
Oh, the Saints acquired Jalen Polk.
Yes.
For next year.
Yep, that's just Kellen Moore seeing a guy he thinks he can develop, in my opinion, trying to get him for a cheap price. You know, he was an expensive in the draft, and he was not expensive to trade for. Doesn't work out, no big deal. You traded late picks for him. Patriots got something for him. They don't like him. He doesn't fit their scheme, whatever the reason is. Both parties are happy, in my opinion.
How do you feel about
I'm gonna pull up some news too.
How do you feel Judkins is going to do today? You think they're going to give him like a full workload, or
it would depend on how he's done in practice. If for some reason there's something like, I'm a huge Judkins guy. You know that I've been a Judkins guy, but I'm not expecting him to come out and get like 15 carries. Now, that being said, if he takes the first 3, 4, 5 carries and he's already got 30 to 60 yards, then they might just go with the hot hand and be like, all right, this kid's doing it. If he comes out and he just got to the team, they just got him and he's not doing that well, I could see them pulling the plug and being like, all right, let's get him some more reps, some more practice. It was a little too soon, a little too much too soon. He didn't but it's all going to depend because running back is one of those positions where you can get a guy off the couch and he comes in and goes, what do I do? You want me to run through this hole? Okay, cool. It's not the same as wide receiver where you're like, all right, so this one I got to run out here, cut over here, do this, turn at this moment. Got to run X amount of steps and then bop. It's just not the same. So there's a chance he comes in and gets 15, 20 carries. I don't think it's likely, but I just don't want you guys to crucify me if I say, no, I don't think he's going to get used a ton. And then all of a sudden you guys are like, wait, what the hell? You went 15 for 165. And I'm like, I didn't see that coming, and I'm a Judkins guy. So no, I would say he gets 7 to 10 touches.
Okay. So I'm not starting.
Now that being said, I wouldn't start him. Now that being said, if he goes off on your bench, it sounds cliche, but just be happy he's on your team. Just be like, all right, cool. I'm gonna use him next week.
Right.
Sounds good. But don't be like, God damn it, Tomcat told me not to start him. Listen, I'm sure there's dynasties where I'm super thin and I'm gonna have to start him. I don't have a choice. But I'm not gonna start him in like a redraft. This is the redraft show. I'm not gonna start him in a redraft. There's definitely a bunch of redrafts I wish I grabbed him, but he was going too early for me. I think the only one that really got a good deal on him was I saw a Giants fan accidentally auto into him, and he autoed him in the perfect spot because it was toward the end of the offseason where everybody was like, oh my God, he's really not going to play. So people stopped grabbing him. When he was going to like the 4th and 5th round, that sucks. You give him the 8th or 9th, woo, that could be money. That could be money. That's around people were taking Tank Bigsby in. And unless Saquon goes down, he's irrelevant. Now, that being said, if Saquon Barkley goes down, spend a majority of your fab to get Tank Bigsby if he's on your waivers, or go grab him for free right now while you can, because I know a lot of places he hit waivers. I have leagues I had to drop him where I had no choice because it was like actually legitimate starters on the waiver. Like I had a league where somehow Quentin Johnston was still sitting there and nobody had grabbed him yet. And I was like, oh, okay. So I got him for $3. I had to drop Tank Bigsby at that point.
Well, yeah. I mean, we don't even know what Big Sue's going to end on the pecking order anyway. So,
well, Shipley's banged up. That's what makes me think he's going to immediately.
I mean, what? They still got AJ Dillon, right?
Oh, left guard Tyler Smith and the Cowboys agreed to a 4-year, $96 million extension.
Yes,
he's now the NFL's highest paid guard.
Yes, sir.
Quinshon Judkins will have his snaps monitored closely. He's expected to have the snap count of a backup. So exactly what I said. They're planning on a backup load unless he explodes out of the gate. If something happens and he's, like I said, if he's 7 for 104, they're probably going to be like, hey, maybe we should run him more.
I think he only practiced a couple days this week too. So, I mean,
yeah, exactly.
He didn't practice in the beginning of the week either.
Why even risk hurting him? Young Wei Koo, healthy snap. Brock Bowers look great.
Jennings is playing.
Giants have no sense. Oh, sorry, what were you saying?
Juwan Jennings is playing for sure.
Juwan Jennings playing for sure. Russell Wilson is in no danger of being benched. They no sense of urgency to start Jackson Dart, which to me means let's see how this goes.
Let's give it till like week 4 if we ain't getting nothing done.
Yeah,
time to bring in Dart.
I mean, if Daboll doesn't panic, then part of me thinks there was a behind the scenes talk where they're like, hey, we're really happy with this rookie class. We might fudge this year to get good draft picks next year and really secure this team and make sure this team has maybe grab like an early lineman or something like that. They have 2 first. What did they trade? They traded one of their seconds away next year or something like that. Or no, they traded one of their firsts away. I don't remember. What did they trade for Jackson Dart? Oh, I think it was actually a second and something.
Maybe it was probably their second and something else.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
A first, maybe. I doubt it though. Maybe 2 seconds. My kid just put. Hey, you know what's funny?
What's
Look
that?
at. Oh, you can't see it.
Mac and cheese. Just enough. Some Kraft mac.
Kraft mac and cheese, dude.
Let me see. Oh, yeah, no, this was a really good pick. So they got the number 34, the number 99, and a third round pick next year. So yeah, so the Giants still have a first and a second.
So I'm hoping that they keep Dayball if everything goes bad and dump Shane.
I see. I'm cool with whatever. I don't think having a majority of Dayball's tenure with Daniel Jones, signing Daniel Jones instead of Saquon, and then being like, hey, this is your fault we're losing. It's like,
yeah,
you got to give the guy a chance. I mean, and also like,
but I mean, if you really think about it,
finally got the quarterback he wants. He's finally got, you know what I mean? He could finally develop him. I almost think like next year you let Russ walk and you sign Jameis Winston to another backup deal and keep him as the backup. Have Jameis behind him.
Jameis, huh?
Well, who else would you want as a backup? Russ doesn't want to be a backup. Russ wants to be a starter everywhere.
Russ won't be a starter. Russ will probably retire after this year.
Well, no. I'm saying if given the choice, Russ, if they're like, hey, we want you as a backup, he would say, I'm going to go test free agency. Now, again, anybody signing him is irrelevant. I'm just saying Russ is the kind of guy who would walk and try his own luck over being a backup, whereas Jameis is like, I'm either backup. I think I'm a starter. I saw an interview this morning. He's like, I think I'm a starter, but right now my job is to back up these two boys and help them and this and that, and that's where I'm at. If I'm a starter somewhere, I'm ready to go. I'm ready to play. But if not, right now I'm being paid to be back. He goes, the first time for everything. He goes, I'm number 19 for the first time. A lot of first times. That's what he said. I was like, all right, Jameis. All right. Fair enough. You are number 19 for the first time. This is a true statement. So there is a chance that the Giants just accept that this is a bad year. They're going to get a top 5 pick. And they're like, all right, cool. I mean, there are some really good talents. Oh my God. There's some talent coming out to match up with like neighbors on the other side. We'll see.
Oh man.
But
where'd it go?
See.
There it is. Last minute stuff here.
Some people in the Patriots organization see Drake May a little bit closer to a rookie than to a second year.
Well, yeah, because he had all that crap working.
That's what they're saying. They're saying his first year was, the people close to the Patriots staff are saying that they thought that last year was so bad for him that it basically didn't help his progression at all, and he's basically a clean slate year one still.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Going to be another rough year for the Pats. That defense does not look good, and what's his name needs to get cut immediately.
I was going to say I agree, because the second most passing yards was against them last week. It was Geno Smith, and
that was supposed to be their strong part.
Yes. So. Well, to be fair, weren't you missing your best DB?
Yeah, but still, like Carlton Davis, give me a break.
I'm not disagreeing.
Dude let up so many big plays last week.
I'm just saying there does come a point, like, for example, the Giants did horrible, but like you do have to at a certain point you do have to like recognize, oh yeah, but Andrew Thomas was out.
Yeah, but Gonzo's gonna be out like all year, I think. So that's what you're gonna deal with.
Ours says another year of screen passes, which would be great for my Travion Henderson stocks. I'll take that.
I'm just saying he hasn't practiced. He hasn't practiced a game since July, so he ain't playing anytime soon.
Start sit in the flex. Or no, in general. in tight end slot. Somebody's asking me, Juwan Johnson or David Njoku? David Njoku was drafted to be better, but Juwan Johnson has no fan in. I would still go Njoku because there's a chance that Njoku still has a better game this week, and Fannin, they swap spots as far as fantasy points. My only reason would be because of the Rattler. Now that being said, I am playing Juwan Johnson in a ton of leagues, so
Me too,
don't hear what I'm not saying. But Njoku
he does have a bad matchup, so
that's what I'm saying. He has a bad matchup, and it's more on the rattlesnake. If the rattlesnake does horrible, then yeah.
Yeah, he has a cannon, but he can't put it in the right place yet.
Let's see.
But yes, I'm going to Njoku too.
Excuse me. Sorry about that. All right, let's start winding down.
Yeah. I could eat this Tucker Kraft mac and cheese. I'm gonna call that around the house now. Tucker Kraft mac and cheese.
Definitely the Kraft Monster.
The Kraft Monster.
We appreciate you guys popping in Sunday morning. It's only our it's our third time. No, our other time was the draft. So yeah, it's only our second time popping on
Sunday morning.
And we had a good amount of traffic in and out. So we appreciate you guys. Anybody who stuck around for the whole show, appreciate you guys even more. And anybody who leaves a comment comment and a like afterwards, appreciate you even more. Like, share, subscribe really helps us grow. The consistency, I think, is going to help us grow no matter what. I've been reading up a lot on some of this. Oh my God, I almost sound like an old man when I've been reading up on some of this algorithm stuff. No, but I've been reading about some tips about the algorithm, and they did say that consistency and same day and same time really can help the traffic and all that good stuff. It kind of is what it is. No, it's okay. Stars, it's okay.
As long as you're here, man.
Who does miss it can always just watch. As soon as it's done, it publishes, and you can just watch it. Watch whatever parts you missed,
or you can even comment a question, and one of us will answer it.
Oh yeah, no, we'll definitely answer. We'll definitely answer for sure. One of us is always signed in. If I say something too outrageous, I try to put Tomcat at the end of it, so it doesn't get blamed for it. But I've been pretty good lately. That's mostly just
Right.
But good luck in your matchups, guys. I mean, you got anything else, Biff?
No, I gotta set some lineups. Got to go through some lineups, and
I was about to say I'm about to set some lineups.
I'm ready to go to the football game.
Yeah, today I'm gonna. I was gonna go originally to my buddies and do some stuff, but at the last second I decided I'm spending most of the day going through and prepping Snake My Draft. I'm gonna get like 7, 8. Well, I want to say 7 and 8, and then you're like, hey, I hope you only give me 3. I'm going to come up with some logos, and I'm going to send them to you, see how you like them. Logo is our last step, and I got to edit our song down a little bit. Other than that, I mean, we'll get Snake My Draft going. I'm going to start. I would say we can start next week. As long as I put it on air right now and I pressure myself, I'll get it done.
Do it.
We'll do that. We'll do Snake My Draft. If anybody's interested in being a guest on Snake My Draft, again, just do this pitch quick. 5 drafts per show. We do the draft. It's me, Piff, and 3 guests. And then we do polls on Twitter and X and Instagram at the end, and we'll see who wins. And not only that, but people who win will give you a tally. So we'll keep track of people who win. So like when you come back, I'm gonna say 4-time winner SARS, or 5-time winner Nick Grover, like whoever it is. I'm going to say how many times you won, all that good stuff. So keep posted for that.
I just got an alert 4 minutes ago. Devontae Adams is going to be featured today, hopefully, according to Sean McVay.
As somebody who desperately took him in
They
some
need to
as
get
my
him
wide
the
receiver
ball
two in
more,
any
is
league,
what
I
he
went to
said.
running back heavy or grabbed a tight end too early. Let's hope so. All right, guys. Well,
All right.
until next week, we'll see you guys next Sunday, and we'll see you guys Tuesday on the Dynasty Show. Keep playing fantasy, baby.